Yo, this actually looks pretty clean. Double items, I see that. Yo, this actually looks pretty clean. Not gonna lie, this actually looks pretty fun. Oh, you get to choose which one you want to go to? Oh, good thing they brought back the transform mechanic. I don't know why that wasn't in Team Sonic Racing. I'm so glad they brought that back. So glad. And finally bringing back the hoverboards. It's been... Wait. It's been actually... I think it's been 10 years. Yeah, it's been 10 years, I think. Oh, the Wisp powers are back. Please tell me that the hoverboards feel like riders, at least a decent amount. That's actually pretty dope. I like that.
CrossWorlds feels closer to Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed era of games as opposed to the more recent Team Sonic Racing, but has taken advantage of the enhancements that Team Sonic Racing brought to the table. While I've enjoyed both formats, the 3-character mechanic of building a team to work together to coordinate racing and drift lines is gone. Instead, CrossWorlds goes back to the Mario Kart's everyone for themselves format. Like Mario Kart, it shares some similarities from the items on the course to the various shortcuts and kart customization. However, while it shares some DNA, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds evolves beyond what we've gotten from its now 11-year-old competitor. Now, one area that CrossWorlds may come up short in compared to Team Sonic Racing is so far there is no sign of an adventure mode, but this was an early look, so that might be one of the many reveals that the team is saving for later.
Okay, let's see.
While elements mimic its competitors, the green and red rocket-powered gloves bounce off walls or home in on opponents, being the most one-to-one.
Oh, Seaside Hill. I just realized that. Oh, so this is like the 4th time they brought back Seaside Hill. That's crazy.
Plenty of the elements core to Sonic games, such as the various Wisp power-ups like Drill and Tornado.
I'm just curious how this gonna run well on Switch. Cause that was fast loading. I don't even know how that's gonna run Switch.
To help those in lower positions catch up, the Monster Truck, which turns your car into a massive monster truck, knocks enemies away, and allows you to drive over all terrains without penalty. Beyond the items, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is all about...
I can see they're mixing like all the racing games combined, which is really cool.
Still, each lap feels different thanks to the marquee CrossWorlds mechanic. At the end of the first lap, whoever is leading the pack will determine which course the second lap will take.
Oh, so whoever's first can change it? Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying.
And sometimes one of the options itself is a randomizer, so not even the leader will know what to expect if they choose it.
That's actually clever.
The second lap took me across stages themed with things like dinosaurs, pirates, or lava, where we spent most of the lap in a plane, another mechanic that I'll get to later. There are also modifiers for the second stage called Frenzy that will alter the lap, such as placing moving boost gates along the entire lap, or granting a maximum boost gauge after drifting for only a split second, and making the whole lap feel like I was back in the days of the snaking that plagued and ruined Mario Kart DS. Thankfully,
Oh yeah, snaking. I remember that in Mario Kart DS. That was so annoying.
So I'm not worried at all about it becoming an issue in CrossWorlds. After finishing the second lap, another transport ring seamlessly sends players back to the original course, but with some minor but effective changes to the course layout in key areas. Courses like Metal Harbor evolve, where you have to drive around the outside of a rocket launch pad.
Oh, Metal Harbor? Oh, that's dope.
Launched as it did in Sonic Adventure 2, replacing it with a
That's dope.
that allows players to perform as many air tricks as
That's so dope, Metal Harbor. I'm actually... See, I'm happy that they're bringing back... See, sometimes I don't mind them bringing back stuff from old Sonic games, but I'm just glad it isn't Green Hill for the 20th time.
Shortcuts around the map, as well as shortcut rings that activate on the final lap that would temporarily send me to another world. These secret rings are powerful shortcuts. They extended my lead in races or helped me catch up, and made it more challenging for other racers to target me with their items. I don't know what forces were causing these rings to appear as I raced, but they were worth the effort of being ready to take them. Like the Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform games, portions of laps or sometimes entire laps place you in a plane or boat.
I'm so glad they brought back Transform mechanic. Like, I did not like how they removed it in Team Sonic Racing.
Standard drift mechanic you get in a car when you transformed into a boat. You have a charge mechanic that jumps it out of the water, giving another opportunity to perform air tricks for speed boost, which can help you regain some speed after hitting a hazard or being tagged by an enemy's attack. While planes offer more routes than the other vehicles, they do so only if you spot the alternate paths, like a chain of boost gates underneath the road on Magma Planet, where you need to dodge waves of magma to maximize the plane's advantage. The variety of
That's
vehicles
dope.
and paths gave me nostalgic notes of figuring out the best routes based on the vehicle.
Hello,
I was in,
David.
like I
Thanks
did
for
in
joining the
Diddy Kong Racing
stream.
from my Nintendo 64 days, but with all the updates to the formula you would hope for in a game released nearly 2 decades later. While I was playing, I spotted some incredible inclusions spanning multiple generations that longtime fans of Sonic will be excited about. The roster of characters shown so far ranged from the expected heroes and regular all-stars Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, to less frequently playable characters like Cream, Omega, and even Zaz from Lost World.
Why is that? I don't know why they keep bringing back the Lost World characters. I do not like them. Bring Silver, like, or Tangled or someone like that. I do not like them at all.
Vehicles fall into 4 classes: speed, acceleration, handling, and power, all of which have high stats in the matching category with the looks to match it, and I could quickly feel the change in my car as I swapped between them. When racing in my power vehicle, which I had customized to look like a bulldozer, I felt thematically appropriate as I bullied other racers, all while stealing their rings and giving myself a speed boost thanks to some gadgets I had installed, which I will also get to in a bit. Characters and types of cars have the most significant impact on your vehicle's stats, which you can then modify by changing individual car parts like the wheels and more. I picked my favorite Shadow and raced in 3 of the 4 vehicle types, all of which worked well enough to where I finished in first place for 75% of my races and top 5 in all the rest, except for one where a well-timed hit me and caused me to miss a ramp and fall off the map in a final stretch of a race. We've all been there. Along with changing out of parts for stats, you can also deck out your car with decals and change the color.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all of that part from Team Sonic Racing. You can customize your stuff. I'm glad they brought that back though.
Comes from another mechanic called the Gadget Panel. It's a powerful tool for changing how people race, granting abilities like an increased chance of getting certain items, adding a 4th level to the drift boost gauge, or granting you rings for performing specific actions. Every ability costs anywhere from 1 to 3 slots, and your panel to install them consists of 2 rows of 3 for a maximum of 6 slots. I started with only 2 slots, but after a few hours of racing, I increased this to 5, giving me more options to slot in new abilities that changed how I approached races.
They're not showing any of the riders stuff though, I noticed in that.
Which took up a single slot, but later on I swapped to a pair of 2-slot abilities that would give me a boost when colliding with other racers while also stealing 10 rings from them.
Oh, colliding with that's Mario Kart.
And also slowing my competition. Fortunately for my competitors and unfortunately for me, they caught on to my antics thanks to the ability to see other racers' builds before a race, and shortly after implementing that strategy, nearly everyone else copied it, plunging our races into chaos like a 12-player game of bumper cars. Needless to say, this was a ton of fun as we all kept trying to ram into each other to get out in front of the pack. Even though it was just a short test drive with my favorite hedgehogs and friends, I am eager to see what else hasn't yet been
Hello,
revealed.
Julian. Thanks for
The racing
joining the
cars snapped
stream.
and
Hope
each
you've been
car
doing well.
customization operated as I expected. I felt like a superstar hitting enemies with well-timed items I unleashed.
Just reacting to some of the Sony State of Play announcements.
Keeping each race feeling fresh, as I never knew what to expect on the second lap of every race. There's a lot more left to learn about Sonic's latest racer, but so far, so good. For more on Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, don't miss the announcement trailer, and for everything else on Sonic games and movies, run really fast right on over to IGN.
So yeah, that actually, it sounds pretty promising. I'm excited to play it, hopefully. I noticed how they didn't show no writer stuff. Now, I actually do know it's a playtest going on, but you need to have a PS5, and my brother and I do not have PS5 no more, so sadly we can't do the playtest, so I might have to wait until whenever this game comes out. I think most likely, I feel like it'll probably come out this year, because what they're showing so far, it looks like it's this year, but my overall thoughts, the game looks promising though. I honestly think, I can't say how good the game will be since I haven't played it, but it definitely looks a lot better than Team Sonic Racing. But that is my reaction to Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. So I hope y'all have a great day, and until next time, guys, goodbye and deuces.